Well, good morning and welcome to the Angling Trust Division 2 National, the last national of 2024, and it's being held on the Aire and Calder and the new Junction canals. We're not there yet because the draw is taking place at Lindholm Lakes and there's 25 teams assembled today. Plenty of local interest from the likes of Wakefield, Selby, Normanton, Baitech North. Plenty of youth represented with the Canal and River Trust teams. There's several of those dotted around, and there's 10 promotion places on offer in today's match. So the top 10 straight through and fish the Div 1 next year, but of course they'll all want to win the match. So draw's coming up. Once that's done and dusted, we will speak to a few guys and gals and get their thoughts on how their team have done, what the prospects are, and then we'll go to the canal and see, with luck, plenty of fish being caught. Quickly. Well, I'm here with John Ellis, who is the overseer of the many Canal and River Trust teams that are fishing the Div 2 today. How many teams have you got, John?
We've got 7 in total. I might even be able to list them if you really, really push me. We have got, let's start with the ladies. They've got the ladies coaches team. Got, you know, a mixture of abilities from Kaylee Dowd and Chloe Rayner to some probably less experience. We've got Lauren Stevens in that team, medalled last time out, so not without a chance. And then we have got a staff team. I don't think they've got much of a chance, but don't tell them I said that. But here to make the numbers up, you know. Then we've got 3 teams of coaches: a Yorkshire-based coaches, a Northwest-based coaches, and a Midlands-based Let's Fish coaches. Again, not without a sort of a shot of taking the last promotion place, perhaps one of them. If you push me, I'd probably go for the Midlands, or perhaps the lads from Yorkshire who are local. And then I think the most exciting thing of all, we've got 2 Let's Fish emerging prospects teams. These are kids that have mostly come through the Let's Fish programme, keen to get into match fishing, and we thought we'd give them the experience of a big event. And we've got, you know, quite mixed abilities, from kids that have fished for England right through to kids where it's their second season. So, you know, but they're all keen. They've all nominated themselves. We had a selection trial and we picked the best, what we think's the best 20. And I think it's only going to grow in future, because we've got a lot of 11 and 12-year-olds coming through the Let's Fish programme that I think will be pushing for this team, you know, in a year or 2.
And that must be the exciting thing, the pleasing thing to see from Let's Fish, how it's bearing fruit, isn't it? These anglers are coming through. It's always said that next stage kind of doesn't exist going into the big match scene.
That's it, and you know, and that's what we're trying to put right. As part of this, it's part of a development pathway, because we've just seen how well England have done under 15, under 20 level. Exactly. You know, we want to play our part in making sure that we've got strong teams in the years to come.
And without anglers coming through, we don't have jobs, do we?
Well, we don't. I mean, I'm lucky. I'm so old, I probably won't need a job for very much longer. That's, you know, about the only advantage of getting old. But seriously, the whole trade needs the next generation of anglers. We've lost a whole generation of youngsters. You know, you don't see many young anglers between 20 and 45. You know, you look at it today, and most of the anglers are over 45, and we have to address that. Otherwise, in 30 years' time, this industry won't exist as we know it now.
So, well, best of luck to your many teams.
I'm sure that one of them are going to go up.
One of them has to.
I just don't know which one.
We shall see.
We shall.
The Nationals so far this year have been a happy hunting ground for teams from Gloucester. Diver Gordon League won the Div 1 and Sean Bryan won it individually. I'm here with Brian Steer, captain of Team Gloucester in the Div 2. Don't want to say the pressure's on, but,
no. But it is now.
It is. You'd kind of like to make it a clean sweep, wouldn't you?
Hopefully, yeah. Try and, you know, there's a few good anglers from down there, so we're doing well. You've come up and practice a bit. And
to the Gloucester back down your neck of the woods, was it different?
Similar. Well, the difference is there's more fish on here. So, yeah. So, but yeah, in depth is a little bit shallower, but yeah, it's sort
similar
of,
rigs.
Yeah, what we're used to. Yeah.
It's not completely unknown, is it?
No.
When you look at it, and it's a small fish job, or is it going to be fishing for bream today?
Well, mainly small fish. Well, we're going for small fish, and then obviously whoever's on the brief, they come along.
You
know,
catch 'em.
yeah.
But
So-
I guess the name of the game is it's promotion as well, isn't it? 10
Yeah.
teams go up, so nice to win,
Yeah.
but you're just as happy finishing 9th, I guess.
Well, yeah, as long as we go up, yeah. I mean, there's a few local teams in, and they know what they're doing, don't they? So
They do,
Yeah.
but local doesn't always mean
No.
victory, does it?
No.
That's very often a different approach.
yeah,
Not knowing the venue can pay off. So we'll know in 5 hours, won't
yeah.
we? Well, best of luck, Brian.
Brilliant. Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you.
Cheers.
So I'm here with someone that you may recognise, Kaylee Dowd, who's fresh from winning a bronze medal at the Ladies World Championships. So
Morning.
Congratulations for that. You'd liked it to have been gold, I guess, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd swap it for a team. When
team medal?
Yeah, we were very close to a team medal. We had the tactics sort of right, but the draw went against us in areas. So
And back to the grind, I suppose, on home soil. It's a venue you know well, the canals.
Yeah.
You fished the league, the Happy League, and
yeah, I fished it for the last 6 or 7 years now, so I'm quite familiar with the pegs, the Aire and Calder more so than the new Junction. As we just spoke about, it has been re-pegged recently, so the pegs have changed slightly. So looking at them, they don't stand out at me, but once I've looked at the
once
conversions,
you get there, yes.
I'll
it's all
I'll know a bit more.
And you're fishing for the Canal and River Trust ladies team.
Yep.
So we all say there's not enough ladies in the sport. You're amongst that group that are trying to change that, aren't you? Get more fishing these big matches. As
Yeah,
well.
it's brilliant. So John from Canal and River Trust puts a ladies team in, so he's done it for the last few years now. Obviously, I'm part of it. There's a few core members of it, but it seems to be growing, and I know there's a few ladies fishing in the other teams as well, which is brilliant to see.
It's good to see. And why shouldn't you win?
Yeah, there's
Why
no
shouldn't you?
reason.
No,
Yeah, there's no reason
not.
why
The
we
ability's
shouldn't
there,
win.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is there, definitely.
With the local knowledge that you've got.
Bit of information that I've passed on, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Half a decent draw once I've looked at it, and you never know, we could get promoted to the
I
Division 1.
spoke to a local team, said, how's the canal going to be? He sort of said, well, it won't be an out-and-out small fish match.
It depends on your sections. So A and B at Goole, we've been up there recently. So Adam's drawn the same peg as what he was on last week, and I was with him, so I've got a good idea. And that's mainly roach, the odd little skimmers. As you move further down the section, there's like the odd bream that will come into play, but there will be small fish to be caught throughout. A bit's looking for them bigger bonus fish that's
It's those
going to bump
bonus
you up.
fish, isn't it? How many of those would you need, would you say, to get a good section score? One would be
Good
enough?
section, one or two
One or
bigger
two.
bream, yeah. But I think to win it overall, I think you'll be looking at 20, 25 kilos.
50 pounds.
So,
Will that
yeah.
be the docks? The marina?
It could come from the marina, near the motorway bridge, the alpaca field. So there's
Is that still...
Hollington. We don't fish in the Happy League.
Right, okay.
So I think there is big fish down there, so that could throw up weights. I'm not
Yeah,
familiar with
yeah,
that.
quantity, so.
And then the new Junction as well, it's got Northfield in where the Steny meets the
Yes.
canal, and
Some
that's
bream there,
known for
aren't
some bream, so the winner could come from
We're gonna
anywhere.
be busy then,
Yeah.
jetting around trying to
A
find
few
a winner.
miles between them.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
excellent. Well, best of luck, Kate.
Thank you, and see you later. Thanks, bye.
Right, I'm with Bait Tech North captain Danny Challoner, local to the canal. Ish. Doesn't always mean
No,
a lot, does it?
no, not really.
How's this canal going to fish?
I think Aire and Calder will be better than Junkie. Junkie will be patchy in areas. Will be fair in the middle sections, especially around Kirkhouse Green.
Yeah.
Personally, Barnbidon I think might be better than Northfield if the bream don't show in the split.
So it's those big fish, isn't it, that make a big difference.
Yeah, you're
They're
gonna-
reliable in some areas, but they can
Not
turn
in
up
others.
anywhere.
Yeah, you're going to need a bonus fish I think to get good points.
That's going to be a bream. Or
Yeah, I would think
perch.
so. You might catch an eel.
Many chub left?
No, not really.
No.
Not really. No.
It's a change venue, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the last 20 years. But a lot of it's going to be head down, small fish.
There will be areas that you've got to do that, but I think you've still got to try and catch the bonus fish.
Your bonus.
Yeah.
What do you look at per anglers? 3 kilos?
I think on Junkie you'll need 3 kilos to 4 kilos for good points, and I think Aire and Calder you'll need 5 kilos.
Right, it's going to be
Yeah.
good weights then.
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Those big fish, catch them early, late, or is it any time of the day really?
It used to be early and late. but they seem to be showing in areas mid-match now where you think, where's that just appeared?
You've got to keep having a go throughout the day.
Pretty much, yeah. You've got to be open-minded and yeah.
And individually, I mean, everyone's going to talk about the marina, aren't they, as where the bream live.
Yeah, Old Deep Egg would be a very fancied area. But I've heard of a few areas at Pollington that could throw away.
You were saying Pollington possibly. Below the lock, is that still the good area?
I've not fished it myself personally, so we're not quite sure of that.
No.
But I would be more towards the boats.
Yeah.
Personally. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, best of luck, mate.
Thank you very much.
Cheers,
Thank you.
Well, we're an hour into the Div 2 National. We've come to C section, which is Rawcliffe Bridge Marina. It's the scene of many big weights of bream. Last time I was here on a national, I think the 6 of the top 7 were here. Not the winner, sadly, but they all caught bream. They all had 30 pounds of them. That's what we're expecting today. I can't tell any lies, it's not gone mad in the first hour. We've not seen many bream caught at all. Dave Binns is on peg 76. He's had a couple of big skimmers almost immediately, and some smaller fish to go with that. Just when you thought his peg was going to get better, it's flattened out a bit. Not as good. He hasn't kicked on, but bream are bream. He knows they're there. When they decide to have a feed, he could go from 2 fish to 10 very quickly, and there could be 3-pounders as well. So he'll be happy he's got something to work with. Those around him yet to find any decent fish. The smaller hand-sized skimmers, roach and perch. But nothing in the way of big fish. Again, they will all be hoping, just like Dave is, that yes, they're going to clock on at some point, and they're all going to share the shoal. I'd say the best is possibly Stephen Watson is next to Dave. He's had the landing net out a few times, only small fish, but he's ticked over. It's something to work with, but it's we were kind of expecting it in the first hour to be very good. An immediate response from the bream that do live here. Not yet. Perfect conditions. There's no reason why they shouldn't have a feed. I think they'll all be keeping the fingers crossed. The 7 anglers in a little cluster there that are on the marina, they'll be hoping start getting some indications, start to catch, you can build from there. So we're an hour in, we're now going to head to the next section down, which is D section, around the M18 motorway bridge, the alpaca field, whatever you want to call it. There's a few pegs there with some trees. A lot of people think there'll be some bream caught there. So we're going to head down there now and we will see. So we're halfway through the Div 2 National. I'd love to be able to say we've found an angler that's got 20 pounds of bream, but I can't tell any lies. We haven't. We've come to the alpaca field, we've come to D section, and just in front of me is the M18 motorway bridge. That's where the feeder national was won from a couple of weeks ago. And it's the area everyone's been talking about. That could produce the individual winner. If it's going to happen, it's got to happen quickly, because very, very few bream have been caught. Peg 151, just about 6 or 7 pegs past me there. There's James Hunt of Prince Albert. Now he's had 3 bream, about £2 a piece, a few bits. He's probably got £7. It's not lifting off at all. Just in front of me, I can see England Ladies International, Chloe Rayner. Now she's on the peg that won the feeder national. She was told it was going to be full of bream. It hasn't been. She's had 1 and a lot of perch wherever she goes, feeder or pole. It's perch city. She's probably got £5 or £6, and it's kind of the same all the way through here. There's an odd skimmer. There's an odd better fish, but mainly small fish, and not many of them either. They're not feeding for some reason. Everyone is finding it hard going on the short line, on the long line, on the feeder. It's very hard to put a weight together. Chloe's just swinging in a small fish now. £10 is going to be a very good weight at the moment, unless someone has already found the bream. We're going to head back up to the marina at Rawcliffe Bridge shortly and just see if someone's kicked on from catching those early fish. We saw a few big skimmers caught. It's been an hour and a half since then. I would hope someone has caught a few, but news from other sections is much the same. There's an angler with a bream and a few skimmers here and there, but no one's pulling up any trees. No one's got to £10, I would have said, yet. So it could be a very tight frame for the individual weights. Could be double figures, might be just enough. Certainly talk of 30 and 40 pounds at the start of the day. Doubting that at the moment, it has to be said, but they are fish. They can feed whenever they like to. It could even be in the last hour, the last half an hour. Someone could get a bite of chuck and go very quickly from £3 or £4 to £20. That might be enough. But only time will tell, I'm afraid. We've got a lot of walking to do, a lot of asking about, and hopefully we're going to find that person who has found a few bream. So we haven't quite made it back to the marina at Rawcliffe Bridge, because upon walking back down to the bottom of the alpaca field in D section, some bream have been caught. Not loads, but a few weights are starting to take shape. James Hunt, who had 3 bream for £6, he's doubled that now. He's got 12 or 13 pounds, 6 fish. Zach Brotherton next to him has had 2 proper bream on the feeder. He's probably got £8, and there's quite a few anglers are saying we've got £5, we've got £6, and an odd bream in amongst that. Does that mean they're having a feed? Yes, possibly. It's better than it was in the first 2 hours, much better. Could be a late show, but we're still going to have to go and check into to Rawcliffe Bridge, to the marina, and see if anything has improved from there. Then we've got a decision to make. Where do we go? Where's the winner going to be? Is it going to be here in D section? Is it going to be C section? I'm just glad they're both close together.
11 kilos, 400. Kilos, 600.
So with the match done and everyone's weighed in, it's time to head back to Lindome Lakes for the totting up of the results and the presentation. See you then.
And that leaves one man, your individual champion on the Div 2 National, picking up 750 quid with a weight of 14 kilos, 600, fishing for Wakefield. It's Danny Myers! Okie dokie, the teams, the all-important part. And because we've got 25 of you, I am going to read them all out from bottom to top. Obviously, top 10 going up to Div 1. In 25th, with 201 points, it's CRT Let's Fish Emerging Blue. In 24th, with 189 points, it's Let's Fish Yorkshire Coaches. 23rd place with 180 points, it's CRT Northwest Coaches. In 22nd, with 160 points, it's Let's Fish Ladies. And also on 160 points, but with a greater weight, in 21st place, it's CRT Let's Fish Red. 20th place on 153, it's Radcliffe on Trent. 19th on 151, it's Garbolino Team Gloucester. 18th on 150, it's Loughborough Saw Angling. 17th on 148, it's Wycack Jacobs. And in 16th on 145 points, but with 23 kilos 900, it's Hull Works Sports Association. And then 15th on weight, also with 145 points, it's Barnston. 14th on 142 points, it's Ramsbottom Angling. And in 13th place, it's great to see one of these young sides getting up there in the points. With 127 points, it's CRT Let's Fish Emerging Red. 12th on 124 points, it's Colmick Bait Tech Northants. And in 11th with 122 points, it's Wellingborough and District. So, the top 10 and all going up. Thank you very much. With 119 points, but with less weight, with 34,530, it's CRT Staff. And in 9th place, but with a superior weight of 38,175, it's Nitro Team Central. And they're also picking up some money, aren't they? Because of the because of some excessive defaulting of people not. So 200 quid, give it to Swifty. A fair few teams not entered the pools, so we're defaulting down quite far. In 8th place, with 116 points, it's Cadence Northwest. In 7th place, and also picking up 4th place's pools with 115 points, it's Matrix Halifax. 6th place, but no pools with 92 points, it's Prince Albert Angling. And in 5th place, picking up 3rd place's pools with 85 points, it's Spotted Fin Normanton. Anyone here from Spotted Fin? Will backs it to you anyway, it'll be fun. In 4th place then, with 76 points. Unfortunately not picking up any pools, but it's Pelham Angling. And in 3rd place, picking up some bronze medals, but no pools on 75 points, it's New Fish Selby. We'll get a picture of you gents outside as well with the medals. Yeah. New Fish had 75 points, beating them by a point with 74 points. Picking up 750 quid, it's Bates Tech North. The Division 2 National Champions for 2024, it's Wakefield Angling Club.
It's getting a regular thing, isn't it?
Hey, isn't it, mate? How about that, eh? We'll have that back off you, but well done, fella. Stunning performance, mate.
There we go. Squeeze in. Okay, let's go again. One more. Yes.
Well, this man's got a grin like a Cheshire cat 'cause he's just won the Div 2 National, and his team have won as well, so double goal.
Double bubble, mate, double bubble.
That is very well done.
Aye.
Bit of a scrap with Dave Binns at
It were.
Marina. Did you
Yeah.
think you'd done him?
I had done because I was catching bigger fish than him. It's hard to see when you see people catching fish because they were catching a lot more, but they were smaller. But when you sat waiting patiently for big fish, like which I'm shocking at, by the way, I just start like just going on my phone and I'm like, it was so hard, but mentally like just to keep my bites coming. But I like see him catch 2 fish, and I was just like I'd cancel this fish out in 1 fish. So I just thought I'm just fishing for big fish here, so I just may as well just sit and wait and be patient.
So it was patience. You couldn't force the peg necessarily.
No, because in that marina, fair enough, I've drawn a good peg, but they can back off, so you can't really. You can. What I've found today, you can get bites, but you'd have to leave it a while. So whilst I were like left it 5, 10, 15 long minutes, cast, yeah, long cast, but like you'd catch 2 or 3 fish, or maybe sometimes 2 or 3, but some indications. But I'd just come on pole for 10 minutes and just catch 10 roach, and then let them settle, chuck out, and you get a bite straight away. So
all on the feeder, obviously.
Yeah.
Everyone seemed around there to be chucking about 3/4 across. That's roughly the line.
Well, where I were, bang opposite me is just like a stanchion and a boat. So right. I to go past the boats, I have to chuck like stupidly to my right or stupidly to my left. And I just thought I'm just going to fish a steady match. Just fish down one hole. If I need to, go past it, but I didn't really need to be there. You just
redworm's the key bait. I
started on pinkies, 3 pinkies, but then it went a bit rubbish. So I just put 3 redworms on, and because I was fishing for big fish, I'm thinking, well, I need a big bait. So I just sat there and yeah, they just
say big fish. What, biggest
well, I say big fish. It's for a canal, innit? So like out between 2.5 pound to I'd won about 4 pound, but rest were like sort of like 2.5 to 3 poundish.
Dave, I spoke to Dave like an hour ago. He said he had about 22 pounds.
Yeah.
What did you have around then? Because you weren't in the
well,
in it.
You see, yeah, I knew it was tight between me and him, but he never went on a pole. and I just kept putting a pound or two of fish in. I've had like 2.5 kilo of roach, maybe.
It made a difference then.
It's made a difference, yeah. But honestly, when it went quiet, I just thought, and me being impatient, I have to do something. I can't just sit there. So I just thought, well, while no one's catching, just put a pound of roach in it, and then have another choke, and it's doing best of both worlds then, isn't it? It's resting your swim and you're putting fish in it. So.
And you win the match, you think, great, brilliant.
Yeah.
And you're scrambling around like, how's the team done? And
Yeah.
you've won. Was that as clear cut? Or were you thinking?
Well, no, because I've had it before, like when they go, oh, you've won something, and then like someone pips you at line. But no, I was just like thinking, we've done all right. And when we got back to the pub, we was like saying it's going to be tight between us and B8 Tech. And then as it happens, it were quite tight. But we thought we were doing maximum points, we weren't doing minimum points, so we were adding them up wrong, really. So, as we do from Sheffield and Wakefield now.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Well done, mate.
Thank you very much.
Too.
Yes, thank you.
Well done, Danny.
Thank you very much.
Here's the captain of the winners of the Div 2 National, Neil Stead of Wakefield AC. Local team. Now, before the start, someone would have said Wakefield will be somewhere in the mix-up. Did you see it like that, knowing the canal, or did you think it doesn't mean anything?
Because we're a new team and we've been together 18 months and it's come together, yeah, thereabouts, yeah.
It's just aiming for top 10, wasn't it?
Top 10, but realistically, I have a winning attitude, me, so it was to win it, like everybody else, but yeah.
There's also some serious bragging rights. When you look at the teams that have been second and third, they're all local, you won't know.
We just let result do that.
Don't have to say anything.
Sorry.
No. Team-wise, plan-wise, it's 2 different canals, and each canal is different in itself, isn't it?
We picked 2 separate teams. Two
Okay.
separate teams. We picked a Junkie team and we picked an Aire and Calder team.
How are they different, the canals?
It's more of a small, at the moment, Junkie's more of a small fish approach, looking for 3.5 kilo-ish, and then Aire and Calder could have been anything, because Stamper bream, I've had a bream today that's proper got me out of trouble. It's been £4.
How easy has it been to catch those bream? Because I talked to some anglers before the start, I said, look, a bonus fish is going to be massive.
Yeah.
Easier said than done, isn't
Patience, just patience, topping up regular, patience.
On
yeah.
a separate line, or
Three
small fish
or
lines?
4 separate lines. I've caught one over a small fish line, and then Danny and 1 or 2 of us that basically have just done what we chatted about, topping up regular.
Yeah, have there been many roach caught? Has it been a roach match, or has it been a catch bit of everything?
Catch a bit of everything. I've had that bream and predominantly skimmers, and lads speaking to lads, they've had
Some perch.
yeah, a few roach, yeah.
Thinking
yeah.
on your feet.
Flopping rigs.
I suppose. Yeah, rotating.
From like 2 gram right down to like 0.4s, 0.6s, 2 foot off bottom.
All pinky fishing, pinky and ground.
Pinky, an emp line late on, an emp line late on for a few at lads, yeah, yeah.
Whistle goes, so as all teams do, results come through. Did you think we got this?
No, because I got my score wrong.
Did you? Oh dear.
I was 6 points out for myself individually. Yeah, individually as collectively.
Right.
But then speaking to a few lads, speaking to Simon Wayne and Joe Nibertson and then Danny Myers and Matt Mollart, which I think he's been on Canal 3 times. He's only 19.
He's a young lad, isn't he?
19.
It just shows practice.
We've got 6 that are 31 and under, and they're hungry.
It's rare for a match team.
Yeah, will to win. We're a relaxed team, but we want to win.
And good anglers as well. You look.
Very.
You don't win a national, do you? If you
Very well. We last year on the semi-final.
Yeah.
Had a bit of luck and finished second there as well. So yeah, put some time in. We put some time in here on Cogs League, Paul Cagle's league. Yeah, we spent a bit of time on it. But you have your ups and downs, like all fishing.
You do, but for a new team, it's nice.
Yeah.
To get one off the bat, isn't it? Pretty much.
It is with group we've got with lads, with young lads. We've got Ibo, John Ibbotson, Steve Barraclough, Daz Hall, myself, been on it for the last 15, 20 years, and then these new lads that have come on board, as
Just
I say,
fitted straight in,
yeah, and they're picking it up at 100 mile an hour.
Yeah, and into the Div 1 as well, so that's the reward.
Yeah.
It's
Do we know where we are
I
yet?
don't know, we're in Warwickshire Avon, I believe.
Right, yeah.
So it will be a river.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But new challenge.
No challenge.
But there you go. It's.
But we stick together. We're a good team. We're a good group because we stick together and we share and we chat and
Yeah, absolutely.
very opinionated but collectively.
Never.
Yeah. Yeah.
Neil, well done, mate.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you again. Thank you.
See you later.